Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everybody. I'll just make it quick. Everybody's hungry and the room is almost empty. We are entering in a delay already. So we are behind the schedule. Is it a claim? Let us see how we use it for the project's controls digital twin. Quickly, the background is this. Construction, design, then design and build. This is the background I'm bringing here for the discussion on practical implementation of a digital transformation. The aim of this digital transformation that we are leading right now in ECC is more related into modular construction, value engineering, and sustainability and waste management. Quickly, we have spoken already about the digital twin. Definitely, the digital twin for operation stage is significant, mainly for operators and owners that they have the continuity of projects that can be taken further in the future and use their data for their next project. I've seen this and I've contributed in many, mainly in functional buildings, hospitals, hotels, and say airports, one of the last that involved with that midfield terminal. However, that includes several aspects of the technology, whether it's directly from the model or not. This is what we'll see. Again, how to make it happen. Now, we know that current technology based on AI does not always require a standard, or let's say, structured data, yet. Structured data is more required for the end user rather than the technology itself. This is why the standardization and following the, say, international standards, tweaking it for your regional requirements is still a base of what we do. At the end, we know it goes back to the dollar value, time, and time is money. Now, let's talk and practically about what we have done. Now, in ECC, I've joined them a couple of years ago, and we have initiated several of digital transformation strategies, one of which is recently the adoption in AI in our work. Currently, let's put it in two ways. Currently, I'm leading the engineering department, focusing on design and build projects, aiming for digitizing our activities to deliver more modular construction and efficient design and efficiency, and standardization of our deliverables. Another aspect of which is that the sustainability that comes from material wastage control. So let us see if the video, it works. Now, this is an AI based on a system that we implement. For instance, for modular construction, it's very crucial right now to understand how quick and easy you can standardize building layout. Question is that, would this be possible at certain stage when the projects are not designed and built? Yes, but that's going to impact the client if he has sold some of its assets. Yet, if you see that this is the interface snapshot of a system that we have developed, again, let's put it clearly. Is it 100%? No. AI still is a child. But by 2030, most of the studies shows that it will reach the level of a human intelligence. By 2045, I hope that we will not be enslaved by AI. However, it identifies areas. This is based on a model. It will automatically, start mapping, finding, similarities, reports on a percentage how items can be modularized. Taking it traditionally, imposing, let's say, superimposing plans and so on, that takes a couple of weeks, maybe a month and a half. So these are now happened in, let's say, hours, because still we need to do things here and there. Now, taking it to the next step is that, we will go more in detail into other things that we have developed in AI, and considering it, let's say, whether you have to get a system that is ready or you can live with the systems, that's we will look at it. However, as I said, I came to the presentation, we are behind. Digital twin Digital twin right now is for construction, represents the understanding of project's control. How you reflect, get the data live from your project to your management for better decision-making process. We know that BIM has always been the base. Why? In 2008, 2009, everybody was fascinated with that clash detection. Yet few has understood that BIM just came to create element data containers. We see the impact of this at this stage. Integrating it with Internet of Things, where you have, let's say, photo-based progress capturing, whatever you want, and then taking it to the next step with AI, that would really create a comprehensive system. Now, let's put it in this way. We can buy a suit directly from the market, ready. You cannot, and you don't know what do you want. You can just buy bits and pieces, buy the pants here, the jacket from there, the shirt from here, and get something that is suitable for you. This is what we are trying here. Yes, there are a lot of technologies in the market. All of them are mature? Maybe, maybe not. All of them that fit to purpose? Maybe not. Yet, until you understand your requirement, do you need to step aside and stand waiting for something is ready? That's the question. This is why we have taken the initiative to have a strategy of AI implementation for the engineering practices within ECC and its group. And that reverts back to my question for Facade, because it's becoming one of my challenges right now to streamline the process between design, operation, fabrication, and installation, and to eliminate the wastage in the process itself. So, simple. The digital twin itself, we are talking about data, planned, which is designed, data actual, and a comparison. Here, as I said that, going back to the model itself, the difference between, let's say, old and new is that model here is becoming smart, elements are smart. So what you need to do is that, simply is this. Proper model, structured, model coded. This is the trick here. The model should be coded based on the actual constructible site activities. Now, the question here appears is the next stage. Yes, we can provide the breakdown structure to whatever level we want. We can divide it into zone, into floor, into a room, into element. There is still one thing missing in order to achieve that digital twin for project control, which is the function of the activities, which is not considered part of the project breakdown structure. Yeah, for instance, let's say that I can do a project model update through a platform, which I have done, let's say, in 2012, using Unreal Engine, to upload the model with the ability to update the items. And it reflects for you and you compare it. But here we've moved to the next stage, which is that taking the functions, reflect it into the model. How? Let's say that in order to have an activity completed at project, what do you need to do? It means that the site team has handed over an activity to QC team. QC team will hand it to X and Y and Z. Capturing this information, reflecting it through platforms, comparing it into the program and reflecting it back to the model, that would give me the concept of digital twin, gives me the idea what is going on at site. Now the question is how. Said the model is structured, functions are added, some information, there are not much of a systems that would do that. Maybe there is nothing. However, there are some systems that touch bases on such, but do we still wait or not? No, you can do it. If you do the integration between any system of snagging, document management system, where you have the information already tagged with the same tagging system, you reflect it to the model through, let's say, APIs, RPAs, and it gives you the status. This is the basic concept of, let's say, digital twin for project control. Then you would take it further into let's say, data analysis, could be Power BI, could be an in-house developed data analysis engine, so you can get a visibility and you reflect it live to your management to understand the actual status. So definitely this has an added value related to your, let's say, pre-construction activities. Mainly it impacts us where the design and build projects are there. It impacts us heavily because we are an integrated company that has sister companies for facade, aluminium, ID, and joinery. So all of it comes into our head to have everything streamlined within time and quality, and definitely the final impact at size and understanding or having a predictive analytic tool to tell you where you stand at specific time. So I'll go to analytics. We don't have much time left. However, one last thing is that before coming and wrapping up the whole thing is this. Again, I said we can buy a suit or we can go and choose whatever we want. Now, there are a lot of emerging tools in the market. Some of them, they have really nice, but they are specific, dedicated. A couple of weeks ago, we've seen a system that focuses an AI system based on focusing on claims. It's really nice. So the question is that, would this be done for engineering? Yeah, yes. Now we know that there's ChatGPT, there are a lot of systems. The question is that how you can take that system and use it for your own benefit. For instance, what we have done, we have created, let's say, a storage, a cloud storage, creating a link between the AI to that storage. That's the first step, because we will host data, structured data for our benefit, not for the AI, because we need to understand how we will assess the success of our implementation, get specific requirements. So there is a strategy right now to implement it for drawings review, model data integration, rebar, let's say design of rebar optimization, and material wastage management. Having that AI linked to that storage, creating a database, feeding the information with stages that this is as received, this is as checked, this is as finalized. Please review 1, 2, and 3. That's the first stage, assess and see. Yes, I can admit that it's not 100% success, but still, as of today, having a system that helps, it's amazing, considering it in a year or two. Do we have a problem on human, let's say, need to check this? I can say, as of today, yes. I think 10 years ago, I was in a conference, and I've been asked the same question, and I was thinking, yes, we will have the same impact. We will lose the requirement, or we will not have a requirement of a human, let's say, for certain activities. But as of today, it's becoming certain. It's definitely certain. Now, again, so we teach them. That's the first thing. The next stage of having the AI on board was that we have a checklist. Now, this is the trick. Would you give a checklist for the system to understand? No. You have to prepare a checklist based on script. That script would help the AI to learn and add more value. The last stage of the implementation would be is that to teach the AI how we produce the drawings, how we produce the information, so he can understand the whole process. The outcome of that would improve let's say, the results of the AI itself from a stage to another. Still, we are doing it. There is a strong potential on success, but so on. Again, just said it, is that AI would go for, you need to teach the AI, scripting, and you have to understand what is your end of mind. You cannot teach the AI if you don't know what you want. A couple of days ago, one of my colleagues, we were sitting, both of us, using ChatGPT. We were actually searching for the same thing from the AI. I gave my input requesting something, and my colleague gave, I could say, similarly the same input, but what I found is that the way I have interacted with the AI gave me complete different result from what she gave, what she got. Hers was much better than what I have. Why? Because she knew how to communicate properly. What are the steps? I'm not sure, it's like 2 years ago or a year ago, we've been reading, like we have to teach ourselves how to interact with AI. Actually, I couldn't understand it really honestly, like it's an AI. But yes, the way you communicate with the AI, the way you explain, it would give you the right results. This is also the interface of our system where you feed the information, where you give the data, and you get from the AI to tell you what is going on. This is in-house development. However, still, I don't want to exaggerate, the time is up, but it's on the right path. It will take some time, but I hope it will not be much. At the end, this is the kind of dashboards that we integrate, get out from from our systems. I will not discuss it more, but let me wrap it up. The success depends on the following. If you know what you want, you know your core business, you know the path that you want to go for, then you know that which technology, even if it's not a perfect technology, if it doesn't serve you 100%, but you know where you want to reach. And the technology itself is not just about the software, it's also about the people. Maybe now we will be talking about IT personnel, that they have to be part of it. And finally is that business standards and process streamline. This is the aim and recipe of success for any digital transformation and adoption of technology. Thank you very much. I hope that was helpful, and I almost within the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you.